guys, it's Amy from Nail Polish Baby 90 and welcome to today's video. Today I'm here with March favourites. I say it every month, but literally March has been the craziest month for me this year with the 2 lots of snow that came through, and just we Brits can't really cope with snow. We're not used to it, we don't know what to do with it. Austin started preschool properly this month, work's been crazy, and yeah, I didn't get as many videos up as I wanted to, so I wanted to apologise firstly because I said I was going to do my nail art video this month. Things got out of control, we just didn't get around to doing it, but I will be doing it. I'm not going to set myself a deadline because that leads to stressing. But yeah, thank you so much for being with me. It's been a bit of a odd uploading month, so I hope you guys didn't mind too much. But we're here today with March favourites, and let's get going. I only have 2 mainstreams, so let's show those first of all. The first one is Essie's Southern Grazia, and this came out in those 3 nail polishes that I found that were Oktoberfest exclusives. So it's a really nice chocolatey brown. It is slightly like red toned, a reddy chocolate. I did think it looked nice, just a nice creamy chocolatey nail polish colour. So wasn't head over heels in love with it. It was nice. If someone wanted me to recommend a nice brown, I would probably say this one. Got completely opaque in too, and it's just a cream formula. So 2 coats of Southern Grazia by Essie. Now the first one I wore of March was this one, and this is OPI Skip the Gift Wrap. And so many people were commenting on my post on Instagram saying this is a lemming of mine, oh my god, where did you get it, blah 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 blah. And I actually just got it on a D-stash on one of the Facebook pages about 6, 8, 9 months ago, and I remember just the person had just put the list of the names on there. They hadn't put the bottle shots, so I sat there and I like googled through half of them, and when I saw this one I stopped in my tracks and I was like, I need this. Someone left me a comment, I think, to say that it was from an Ulta exclusive from a Christmas collection, so it's probably why it's obviously a little bit harder to find. It's just this beautiful foresty green, but it's so shifty, such a nice reflective shimmer in it. I really like this one, and I can see why so many people are after it. So you're going to see 2 or 3 coats. Whether there is shimmer, it takes a little bit longer to build, so depending on your application it would either be 2 or 3, and that is Skip the Gift Wrap by OPI. I have one Pretty Serious, and these are the bottles that Austin is the most obsessed over other than 90. He knows which drawer in my helmet is 90 when he runs in there and opens it, but he does also like the boxes from Pretty Serious because I do have most of them still in their boxes, and he loves opening and pulling out the boxes. That's just his thing. So this obviously was a Christmas polish because you've got the Christmas girl on the side there, and this is called Invitation Only, and this is a beautiful like a grey colour, and then you have this violet shift to it, and there's also a ton of other little speckled shimmers in there as well. It's really different. I haven't seen anything like this, and I can't say this is like a traditional Christmas colour either, so I do like that aspect of it as well. So 2 coats of Invitation Only by Pretty Serious. We then have Turbinium by Femme Fatale, and this is really beautiful. When I first got it in the bottle I was just a bit like, You can see it's purple with the purple shimmer, but there's also large holographic flakies in here. The flakies are quite large, they do actually give you a little bit of texture to your nail, which I haven't experienced in a long time. So just make sure you wear a nice thick top coat on the top to even it all out. It was very close to being opaque in one. I think this is only my 3rd Femme Fatale that I've tried, and so far I've been very impressed with the brand. So that there was 2 coats of Turbinium by Femme Fatale, obviously. I have a polish, pickup polish, and this is by Great Lakes Lacquer, and this is When All Other Lights Go Out, and this is a Lord of the Rings inspired polish, and this came out in November's polish pickup. I really like this one because I love white based Crellies, and this has a super strong, I don't know if the camera's going to pick it up, violet flash to it, and then a ton of duochrome flakies. The flakies are mainly like a orangey bronzy colour, and they do have some duochrome aspect to them. This did get completely opaque in 3, I think you just needed to build it up to just get that depthness, show the flakies. The purple flash is nice and interesting, and overall I like it a lot, and it's also my first experience with Great Lakes Lacquer, and I'm going to give that a thumbs up. I'm enjoying it. So this is 3 coats of When All Other Lights Go Out by Great Lakes Lacquer. The rest are Harry Potter polishes. girl, you know that like I'm going hard on Harry Potter polishes. So there will be another Harry Potter chit chat video coming up very soon, but we'll talk about the coats and how these ones performed now. So we have Hufflepuff, which is by Pahlish. I'm going to try and wear one a month of the last house colours that I have from Pahlish. And this is a beautiful, almost mustardy coloured yellow with a ton of flakies in here. I really like the aspect that it is this mustardy colour, and then with the multi-chrome flakies in there, it's kind of like an ugly, pretty, like dirty yellow colour. I really like that a lot, and it did get completely opaque in two, so no complaints there. 2 coats of Hufflepuff by Pahlish. Another one by Pahlish is The Boy Who Lived, and so many people commented. I wore this when I last did some filming, and so many people commented and were like, that is stunning. And it is this purple base with a ton of blue flakies in here and blue kind of shimmer to it. I've never seen the purple and blue that I can think of, or the purple with blue being that strong. I just really loved it. It really complemented each other. Like, purple's really warm and the blue's really cool, so like the mixture of those two together is really awesome. So 2 coats of The Boy Who Lived by Pahlish. I then have the Anniversary Duo by Glam Polish, and these were picked by fans to be some more Harry Potter ones. These came out in November. So there is a McGonagall and a Dumbledore one. So the McGonagall one is I've always wanted to use that spell, and it's a predominantly purple base with a ton of duochrome flakies in here. The flakies mainly sit between that green and purple remit, but there also is a little bit of orange in there as well. It's just literally just the jelly base with a ton of flakies in there, and I love a good flaky. I love these sat very nicely. I did get a little bit of like peeking over the edge of my nail, but nothing you can't just push back and move on with. So you can see 2 coats of I've always wanted to use that spell by Glam Polish. The other half was for Dumbledore, and it's a curious thing, and this is a beautiful, it's mainly just a, is it in a clear base or a silver base? I cannot remember. Yeah, so it's in a silver base, and then there is a ton of different flakies in this. There's glitters and there is flakies. There's also this like pinky red flash to it, which is really nice and different. Like I say, and then similar to the other one, the flakies are quite large as well. So this is another one that built completely opaque in 2. So you can wear this as like a full-on blinged out manicure, or if you just wanted to wear it as an accent nail, I think it would be a really nice contrast. Maybe if you had like a pink polish, because this has got the pink flash in it, and then this is an accent nail. I can imagine that looking really nice. So it's a curious thing by Glam Polish, which is opaque in 2. One by a brand that doesn't exist anymore. This is Lac Attack's Mad Eye. This is just a mini of this. This is a clear base with a ton of glitters in here, and this is mainly bar glitters in matte black and then the bright blue, and then there is larger hex glitters. So you've got the contrast of the smaller little bar glitters and then the larger hex glitters on here. I feel like this is similar to Gotham or Gotham City by Dolish Polish, which is discontinued, but I think you might be able to get it in the clearance bin on Etsy. They're very similar, it's like the blue and the black together. I love how it looks. I loved how it looked on my nails, and for being an old polish it still performed really well. And thank you to Amanda for this one, because Amanda sent me this. So that was 1 coat of Mad Eye by Lac Attack, and obviously I'm using it over a base. The last one before we move on to empties, and I actually have a load of nail polish empties this month. This is called What's Fluffy Guarding, and it's by Night Owl Lacquer. So this is this beautiful kind of like brick red jelly base with a ton of tiny little micro glitters. They might even be shimmers, because I don't remember this being hard to remove at all. I really like this because it is a weird coloured red. If you look at it, it's like almost like a bit of a stony red, bit of a rustic red, and also a little bit of cherry. It's just not your traditional red that you see every day, and like I say, then the aspect of the shimmer in there just makes it something different, and definitely something I have nothing like in my collection. So that's going to be 2 coats of What's Fluffy Guarding by Night Owl Lacquer. And as always, all indies will be linked down below for you, and let's move on to some empties. First of all, I have 1 base coat, and this is the Stuck base coat by 90. There's a tiny little bit there that I might try and pour into another base coat I'm using, but I am pretty much done with this. I've used this base coat a lot of times. It's very nice. It's just like a clear base coat. It's not particularly ridge filling or anything. It's just meant to be one of those sticky base coats. And like I say, I've used this multiple times, and if you are placing an order with 90, I would suggest maybe grabbing it to give it a go if you're in the market, because it's real nice. I have 3 different lots of nail polish remover. I have a big daddy of acetone and I have a small one of acetone. If you've been watching any of my videos recently, you may know that I have converted from straight up acetone to remove my nail polish. I know, I'm bad. I have been using straight up acetone for probably a couple of years now, but I've moved from that, and this is the last of my supply. So these are just from Sally's, and I've now moved on to using Zoya Remove, and this is just a little baby one, and I have poured this into the dispenser that I have, and so far my thoughts on Zoya Remove are I actually really like it. I was kind of not sure what to expect because the hype has been so big, everybody really bigs it up, but it smells nice. It doesn't really smell like acetone or nail polish remover. It works pretty well, almost the same as acetone, I would say. It maybe takes me a little bit longer to remove, but not an enormous amount where I'm complaining about it, and it leaves your cuticles very healthy and very hydrated. Using something like acetone just really dries out your skin and nails, and I almost find that when I've used this, it looks like I have an oil on my nails, like in a good way. It looks like they're very moisturised and hydrated. So I'm definitely obviously going to continue using the big bottles of that I have, but so far so good. And I don't think this has ever happened in my channel. We are sending a nail polish to Nail Polish Heaven. This is the China Glaze polish, Your Present Required, and when I've been going through polishes for polishes I forgot I owned, I picked this out, set it to the side and was like, okay, we'll do that one, because this came out originally as a Christmas glitter topper, but this is dead. I've tried so hard to revive this. I've put so much thinner in it, but it's just not, it ain't happening. This is gone, this is dead, and it makes me really sad, but I have to give up on it. There's no point in me keeping this to get, maybe I'd get one more use out of it, maybe, and then I would just put it back in a drawer and forget about it again. Glitter toppers I do love, but this is not the type of glitter topper that I like. This is a glitter topper where it was almost kind of opaque by itself. It was too dense for me in a way. So RIP Your Presence Required by China Glaze. You're moving on to a better place. So that's it, that's March favourites. Like I say, thank you for being with me and through my inconsistencies a little bit this month. I'm hoping that April will calm down, will be a bit more regular in normal pattern of filming. Give me a thumbs up, subscribe, and let me know what your March favourites were, and I will see you soon. Bye.